Welcome to Yoga with Kat. I'm Kat. This is Crystal. And welcome to session 2 of beginning yoga. So today we're going to just start in tabletop position. So you want your knees directly underneath your hip bones and your hands nice open palm, giving you a nice firm foundation right underneath your shoulders. Okay? And when you get there, we're going to start to breathe. We just want to, as we inhale, lower the belly, open the chest, looking forward, lift those hips up to the sky. And then as you exhale, we're going to tuck the pelvis, curve the spine, bring chin to chest. Inhale, we're going to drop that belly again, lift those hips and open the chest. And exhale, round the spine. Tuck the pelvis, chin to chest. And I'm going to let you do that motion for a few breaths here. Just start to move that body. Nice firm foundation in your hands, pushing into the tops of your feet. One more breath. And then come to a nice neutral tabletop position. From here, just lean over towards your right side and pushing back towards your feet. Just getting a little stretch in your hip. And then come through the center and to the other side. And only push what feels good for you. And back to center. You can curl your toes under and just push your hips back toward your feet. Hands in the same position. Just stretching those toes a little bit. And then back to tabletop position. We're going to lift your right foot up to the sky so your knee is parallel with your hip. And we're just going to hold it there for a few breaths. Working that glute. Now turn the knee, so we're going to bring that knee toward our shoulder and around in a circle. We'll go once in one direction and then rotate it back in the other direction. And then back up where you're engaging that glute, toe pointing toward the sky, and release down to the earth. And a motion to the other side, lifting the left toes to the sky. I'm sorry, Crystal. She likes to do yoga, but not when I lay on her. Just gonna hold here for a couple breaths, engaging that glute, building body strength. Now turn that knee and bring it to the shoulder and around. Just gonna go one full rotation and then back around in the other direction. There we go. And then back to our original position, toe pointing up toward the sky, engaging that glute. And release your knee down. Just going to push those hips back toward our feet. You may be able to go all the way back, maybe not, and that's okay. Wherever it feels comfortable for you, your hands haven't left their original position. Just take a nice deep breath here. Back up to tabletop position. Tabletop's great if at any time you can't do something, you can go right into tabletop position. We're going to take our right leg, bring it in between our hands. And you can extend that left knee back a little bit. So you have some stretch. So you're gonna do this, whatever ability you have to stretch in there. You might be up here, and that's okay too. See what feels good, and over time you wanna extend that knee back a little bit more. Your knee should be right above your ankle. You can keep your hands on the ground. Just start to let the weight of your hips fall toward the earth so that you're feeling some stretch in your inner thighs. Keep breathing. See if you can open that chest. Take a little weight off your fingers. If not, that will come in time. And now heel toe the right foot toward the outside of the mat. And bring your right hand on the inside. You can point your toes toward the corner of the mat. And again, you can keep your knee right where it is. And same thing, we're just gonna lean in a little bit, opening that hip a little bit more. You might notice a stretch in a little bit of a different area. And if you want a little more intensity, curl the toes under and lift that back leg into our lizard pose. Just hold here for a couple breaths. Just getting some stretching in the body, trying to get a little more flexibility, building a little strength as we do it. Drop that back knee. We can bring our right foot back, knees underneath your hips, and we're back in our tabletop position. We're going to go to the left side. So we're going to bring the left foot in between the hands, and again, you can stay here if this is what feels comfortable, or you can push that knee back a little bit. Get a little bit of stretching in here. See if you can open that chest a little. Knee should be over ankle. I know you can't really see with these pants, but my knee is directly over my ankle. We don't want to hurt our knees doing this. That feels good for me. And now we can walk our left foot to the outside of the mat, toes pointing toward the corner of the mat. You can keep your hands right where they are. You can use your shoulder if you want to try to push that left leg out, giving a little bit more opening to that hip. Again, if you want more intensity, curl the toes under, lift that back leg. What's the matter? She wants attention. Always. I know. And lower that back knee. Bring the left knee back to the right. And now we're back in our tabletop position. You can slide those hands up a few inches, curl the toes under. We're going to lift the hips up into our downward dog. We are trying to push your heels toward the earth, but it takes a long time to get there, and chest pushes toward your thighs. We're just going to try to hold this. This is really good for strength at the beginning of a yoga practice. I won't keep you here too long, just maybe 2 more breaths. And then we're slowly going to walk those feet up to meet the hands into a forward fold. And you can have your knees bent here and just let your back hang. And as you get a little more flexible, you'll get a little straighter in your posture. It's really good to just let all your weight hang. Don't be worried about whether or not your knees are bent. You stretch different things when your knees are bent, so just relax. And as you exhale, let your upper body fall closer and closer to the earth. Bring your hands to the earth. We're gonna lift our back, motioning to a flat back position. So you might be here, and this is where you feel comfortable. Again, your knees can still be bent. We always wanna have a little bit of a bend in our knee so we don't hurt anything. Or you can drag your fingers up your legs to a flat back position where you are parallel to the earth. And then as you exhale, back to forward fold. On an inhale, slow roll, one vertebrae at a time, coming up to our mountain pose. Lengthening our spine, head reaching toward the ceiling, arms comfortably by your sides, engaging your quads, engaging your glutes, building some strength but also getting some relaxation in there. On an inhale, slight bend in the knees, bring your arms all the way overhead. I'm going to actually turn this way, arms all the way overhead. I just want you to grab your left wrist and pull to the right. Nice side stretch. And then inhale to center, grab your right hand and pull to the other side. Keep breathing. Back to center. We're going to clasp our hands, if you can, as best you can. Clasp your hands behind your back, opening your chest. We're going to lean forward, back into our forward fold. And again, knees can be bent. Letting your arms fall right behind you, behind your back. And release those arms. Bend your knees. Nice firm foundation in those hands. Remember to keep a nice open palm. I'm going to put our right foot back and our left foot back. And see if you can go there. If not, go right into your knees. We're just going to gently lower to the floor. But we're going to stop about halfway, keeping your elbows by your side. And just hold here for a minute if you can. Actually, not a minute, just a couple breaths. And then lower to the floor. You can extend those legs. Bring those palms right underneath your shoulders. And gently, just kind of lift, opening that upper body. Just a nice, gentle lift. You don't have to come up high. And release. Do another one, up, and release, and one more, inhale up, and exhale, release. Now we're going to do a whole body muscle builder here. So do what you can, extend your arms out ahead of you. And as we inhale, we're going to lift. So you may only be able to lift your legs, maybe only one leg at a time, which is okay. You may be able to lift your arms and your legs. See what part of this you can do and just hold. If you're just doing your legs or one leg, that's okay. Just switch in between. Take a few breaths on one side and then switch. Nice, gentle, we're not jerking the back, just a nice, gentle movement. You'll feel that it's touching lots of body parts. Extend those arms really out, getting some work in the arms as well. Take 2 more breaths here. And release. Hands back underneath your shoulders. I'm going to come back into that tabletop position. Bring your right leg in between those hands again. This time, see if you can lift up. just into that lunge position one more time. If you're looking for a little more intensity, lift those arms up. If you're not there yet, that's fine. Use them to take away some of the pressure on your legs, so you're just building little at a time. And then plant the palms. And take the right foot back to meet the left. Again, if you want to do it from your knees, that's fine. And bring the left foot through. Curl those toes under. See if you can do that. Let's build a little strength here. Really engaging the quad and your back leg. So you don't want to kind of let your leg just fall. Really using some muscle to do that. Building that muscle. Again, if you can open up, you can lift. And release. And drop that back knee. Bring your left foot back to meet the right. We're gonna have our big toes touch. Open your knees as wide as the yoga mat. And push those hips back towards your feet to what feels comfortable. Extending those arms forward. Bringing your forehead to the earth. You may not be able to reach the earth, and that's okay. You may not be able to have straight arms. Little by little, we're just going to keep working. And if you can have your forehead on the mat, just roll it back and forth. Feels nice. We're actually going to finish here today, so just take a few breaths here. Stay here for as long as it feels comfortable for you. Just opening those hips and also relaxing at the same time. If you want to drop those elbows so it's a more relaxed pose, you're welcome to do that. And that's session 2. Namaste. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me on Yoga with Kat.